what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and I gotta give some applause. We're definitely talking about the season finale of Power. This was a great one, man. I really enjoyed this. If you're new here, let me warn you, there's gonna be some spoilers. I'm gonna be hopping around, and also, hey, you might as well hit that like and subscribe button. And let's get into it, man. I really enjoyed this episode. Definitely lines were drawn. And you know what? I got to take back every kind word I said about Diana. Like, this half the season I was just chirping about, like, man, boy, I feel so sorry for Diana. She's just trying to be a regular college student, and she's just steadily getting pulled into the drug thing when she's trying to do something. Now, forget all that, man. The Tejada family as a whole probably is a good argument for some of the, probably like the most deceitful, conniving crime family you'll ever meet. Now, granted, like, what's the saying? Like, there's really no honor among thieves, and how much can you really go with trust in such a shady business like the drug game and crime and all that. But with that being said, it's just you got Monet killing, calling for Lorenzo's death and then lying about it. You got Drew killing Gordo and lying to Gordo's family about it in their face. But with all that said, this one took the cake. Diana, takes Cooper Sax's letter to Tommy's mother in order to get that whole thing rolling. And of course, with that being said, that's what, charged the battery in Tariq's back to even want to kill Monet in the first place. But for it, that was just such a great, plot twist. But for it to really be Diana in a bum ass red wig, yeah, this episode was everything, man. So we definitely see that lines were drawn. And with that being said, I think this episode really opens up the opportunity for more crossover opportunities to happen. I really enjoyed how Tommy was in not one but two episodes of Power. Same with Tasha. Power book ghosts or whatnot. And I feel like the way this episode ended, clearly Tariq and Braden are outnumbered. The final scene is them driving away after, the standoff went down. So I really feel like they have nowhere to really run to or hide in New York. So where do you go? I feel like they're going to make an impromptu road trip to Chicago. And perhaps Tasha should do the same thing, because Tasha came through broad daylight, spraying out Monet's car, where Monet is critically injured in the hospital. And for what it's worth, Mary J. Blige, I've really been seeing a different side of Mary J. Blige ever since this whole series started in the first place. So with that being said, I really feel like that's going to open up the opportunity for that to take place. We're gonna see. I really feel like we may see some crossover or cameo experiences from Braden, Tariq, and Tasha laying low in Chicago. Because right now, it ain't looking too hot for them. You got Noma, the Tejada family, and Effie versus, as it stands right now, Tasha, Tariq, and Braden. And to my knowledge, you really don't see that many henchmen on both sides. So they're just outnumbered. It's not smart to be laying low in New York. Let's just skip town, recoup, or whatever the case is. So if definitely an impending war is coming, Tariq and them versus who I just named, the Tejadas and Noma's camp. And the few things I do feel like Tariq has on his side is definitely Obi being a mole for Tariq, being that Obi is Noma's right-hand man. And I believe that's where it stops. And you know what? I don't know how yet, but my prediction is I feel like Harper, some way, somehow, could be an asset to Tariq. She definitely is, disappointed in her fiance making deals with, Davis and all that type of stuff. I feel like that's gonna maybe do something. So. With that said, I also enjoyed Tommy's advice. The whole episode, it was like foreshadowing, like, hey, it's not smart to start a war. I know you're trying to get at Monet, but it's not safe. Like I can't remember. I believe it was a few other people said that. I think also the lawyer, David said the same thing. It's not smart to go at Monet. I believe you should take advice from your lawyer and your homicidal white not uncle, I believe is his exact word. So, man, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm at a loss for words. Ultimately, I really think that was some of probably my favorite finale out of this Power Book Ghost series. This was really a good one. I'm trying to think of can think of anything else. I feel like Kane didn't die. He clearly got hit, but I feel like Kane and Monet are going to bounce back next season. And I really feel like, unless they write her back in, I don't see how Lauren is relevant to the Power Book Ghost story anymore. I feel like we may have seen the last of Lauren. Which was a tough position she was in the first place. Her family is threatened, and the whole video thing. I think anybody under those circumstances would recant their statement, and just risk whatever comes with that. Because damn it, man, tough situation to be in. But I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Do you agree that there's going to be some possible cameos and crossovers when it comes to Power Book Force, which apparently is going to come back soon? And let me know what you think, man. Do you feel like there's anybody else who can pop up in order to help Tariq bounce back when the next season comes out? Love it or hate it, folks. That's my review. I know it's a fairly short one. Peace.